Hello, Representative Fink. My name is Josiah Wilcoxon. I'm a graduate student in the Master of Social Work program at Arizona State University. A little fun fact, I've actually known you since I was about 11 years old, back when you served as a school principal here in Glendale. It was either Glendale or South Phoenix, either one. I remember a specific incident involving one of my close friends who broke his leg during a school accident, and I remember that situation to this day and how that situation was handled, since it left a lasting impression on me. It was one of the first times I saw how authority and systems could impact a young person's life and opportunities. That experience and others that I've witnessed since then have helped shape my decision to go into social work, to make sure that youth have advocates who understand both their challenges and the systems that affect them. Today, I want to talk about one of those systems, the juvenile justice system, and specifically the Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention Act. While the GJDPA, so the Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention Act, has protected countless youth from being placed in adult facilities, I still don't feel that it has done enough to address the ethnic and racial disparities in juvenile detention here in Arizona. Too often, a single mistake, especially for those of color or those that don't come from this country, that are not native to Arizona, this can result in harsh consequences that shape their futures in just really unfair ways. So, that is why I'm advocating for a stronger state oversight and accountability in how the DPA is implemented. To do this, we can require racial impact assessments of juvenile detention practices, make federal funding contingent on measurable progress toward reducing disparities, and last but not least, expanding public transparency through data reporting and community oversight. So these reforms promote fairness, cost-effective rehabilitation, and trust in the community, which are values that I know that you've stood for as well in your leadership roles. According to the National Research Council in 2013, minority youth continue to experience arrests and harsher sentencing compared to white youth for very similar offenses. When accountability isn't consistent, these youth lose not just freedom, but also dignity and opportunity, violating their right to equal protection under the law, which is a human right. Stronger implementation of the JJDPA will ensure that Arizona and the diplomats uphold fairness and safety for all youth, not just those with privilege or support. So, Representative Fink, because I've known you personally and I've seen the kind of leadership that you've shown in education and community service, I believe you understand the weight of these decisions that affect young people's lives. I'm asking you to stand for equity and prevention over punishment by supporting legislative efforts that strengthen the JJDPA's enforcement here in Arizona. Together, all of us together, can ensure that no youth is written off because of one mistake, whether in school or in the justice system. Thank you so much for your time and for your service to our district. I would be honored to share more about what I've seen in my youth with with Arizona youth, and how these policy changes can make a lasting difference. Again, my name is Josiah Wilcoxon, and I appreciate you listening to a constituent who's both seen and lived the importance of fairness for our youth.